Clontarf's hallmark, I suppose, for the visitor now is the Promenade. It's like a necklace or something, or a ribbon around the neck of Clontarf. It's beautiful. But a little bit on the history of it, it wasn't always like that, and it's not that long ago since it wasn't always like that. Clontarf itself would have a deep history of being a holiday resort, because I know people like you are very young, but even like me remembers the 60s. That's when the 2-week holiday in the sun sort of started, and well into the 60s. Before that, you will get postcards of Clontarf saying, "Come to Clontarf by the sea," because it was and is a lovely spot by the sea if you get the weather, like we did the last 2 weeks, thank God. And you had Dollymount Strand, the beautiful Dollymount Strand, and a lot of the big houses you'll see along the seafront grew up as B&B and guest houses during that era.
My name is Tom Cooney. I'm from Raheny. I was born in Raheny in 1957. I've spent all my life in and around the North Bull Island. As a child, we'd come down here and we'd play in the sand dunes, and over the years I've come to have a pretty good knowledge of the area's wildlife, particularly the birds, but I'm a botanist. I became very aware of birds from a very early age, because essentially when I was living in Raheny, it was still very much countryside and farmland, and you were surrounded by wildlife. So I took an interest then. And all through school I took every opportunity to avoid Irish classes and art classes, and I would take any project in any language or anything that involved nature on Bull Island. That's really where it all began. It was just being influenced by the environment as a child, because where I live we often hear the birds flying and migrating at night. We'd hear them calling in flocks, and I was always curious as to what they were. I'd be out at night as a child and I'd ask my father what the birds are calling. He wouldn't know, but I was always aware there was something beyond what was there.